So let's talk about the Dallas Mavericks going forward, because here's my opinion about this whole situation. If I'm Jason Kidd and we get Anthony Davis, he comes to the locker room, I'm pulling Kyrie and Anthony Davis to the side and I'm telling him, look, go play basketball, compete, but at the end of the day, just don't try to win these games because we're not going to be contenders. We're not beating the Thunder. We're not beating the Grizzlies. We're not beating any of these teams. And on top of that, I know you guys probably don't want to be here because now you're put in a situation where you have a GM thinking you're in win now mode, but realistically, you guys had a better situation going on. Anthony Davis had LeBron James. It was working out. You guys were a top 5 team in the Western Conference. You were really just another piece away to being contenders potentially. And then you look at the situation with Kyrie Irving. Well, we just got to the NBA Finals, and you were one of the catalysts playing with Luka Doncic. He comes back, gets healthy. We go on another run, just like we did last year. And now, if I'm Kyrie, I'm looking at the situation. I got my player option. Deuces, I'm gone. So if I'm the Mavericks right now, I'm giving you poor effort. I know that sounds crazy, but what fans want to support this product right now? Like Dallas, like I know there's some true diehard Dallas fans, but I guarantee the majority of them are devastated because Luka's gone. If you're seeing the reaction from your fans and you're down 50-19 after the first quarter, you're sending a strong message to the organization. I know Kyrie didn't play. I know Gafford didn't play. I know PJ Washington didn't play. But if I'm this current roster, I just want to move on. The drama is not worth it. You gave up a generational talent. And just look at their schedule coming up. I'm going to look at Dallas's upcoming games. They got Philly, I know, on Tuesday and Boston on the road. Let's say they drop those games. Now you've lost 4 in a row. Things are just starting to spiral, right? And then you got Houston. You lose again. You've lost 5 in a row. Now you're under 500 within this week. And you've got AD, you've got Kyrie together. Or let's just say by, Thursday, Kyrie's gone. I mean, this could be a big circus this week for Dallas. Again, I can't imagine waking up as a Dallas Mavericks fan and waking up Sunday morning. Like, this got to be the worst 24 hours ever. Like, you lose your best player for a bag of chips, and it didn't need to happen whatsoever. You could have improved the roster by adding Obi Toppin, which was reported. They were seeking him in a trade. But no, let's trade our best player. So if I'm the Mavericks, I'm going full tank mode. I'm going to try to lose as many games as possible and get a high draft pick because this is a complete mess. I don't want to deal with this back and forth and hear my GM sound so dumb. I mean, dude, you can't justify what you did. And that quote, we're going to bury ourselves. You mean you're going to bury yourself, brother? Because I know Jason Kidd's not signed up for this. I know Anthony Davis, Kyrie don't want to sign up for this. So I know they're competitors. I don't think they'll go tank mode, but I would because this is just not right and not fair to players like AD and Kyrie who, they're good players. Like, don't get me wrong, they're phenomenal superstar players, but I don't know how that's going to work, especially, you have Kyrie Irving, who is 32 years old, and he turns 33 in March. So he's getting older. And Anthony Davis is 31. He turns 32 in March. So 2 guys who are aging, guys who can't stay healthy. Now, Max Christie, he's a nice pickup, good 3-and-D guy, but he's on the level of Luka. So you can say what you want. Oh, we want to win on defense, but the personnel you have, I mean, yeah, Lively, Gafford, Davis, it's a nice front court. I don't want to dismiss it, but I wouldn't waste your time. I would just go ahead and say, you know what? It really comes down to Kyrie Irving. If he opts out of his contract, and I expect he will, this whole idea is cooked. It's done. Or if he goes to the front office this week and says, trade me, the organization is in shambles. You go from having a great duo to losing both those guys in a week. This is like the Brooklyn Nets all over again, it seems. Except Dallas had, I think, not just a better roster, but they had a better chemistry and they made the NBA Finals. So you move on in less than a week from a generational talent in Kyrie Irving to Anthony Davis, whoever else you get back in return. Because if Kyrie comes out and says, I want out of here this week, then Nico Harrison might want to just quit. He might want to leave. But yeah, if I'm Jason Kidd right now, I'm not happy at all. I know I have to be professional, but I don't want to be here. So I'm telling the guys, like, look, go and play with effort. Do what you got to do, but I don't care if we win or lose at this point. It might be a negative message, but you got to send a message to the GM in the front office and let them know that what you guys did was uncalled for, unprofessional. You didn't let the coach know what was going on. You didn't let your superstar player know what was going on. You just made the trade and shocked them and caught him off guard. A guy who wanted to be in Dallas. Luka doesn't want to leave Dallas right now. He wants to continue to see how this plays out. He's got, I think, 2 more years left in his contract. But you thought it was a good idea. I just wouldn't be happy if I'm the roster, especially like if Luka came back. I thought like if he came back and played, the Mavericks are going to make a run. I really believe that. But yeah, like right now, if I'm Anthony Davis and Kyrie, this sounds really crazy, but I'm load managing like crazy. I'm like, yeah, my toes hurt tonight. I got a sprained foot. I'm going to ice it. I don't want to play. I know it sounds weak, but I don't want to be a part of this situation. It's a toxic environment. It's like getting, traded to like you get to hire for a new employee and you're going there knowing like it's a toxic place. And it's like, why do I want to be here? Or like they replace it like one of your managers or somebody else is very toxic. You're like, what we had before was great, but you decided to move on. Why do I want to be here? That's what I would do if I'm Dallas. If I'm the coach and the players, just tank the season, call it off, wave the white flag. I know you got to compete, but it's justified. I'm not even gonna be mad. And the fans of Dallas they're just torn apart. Like it's just sad, and you can't convince them. Like they see right through it. So yeah, just do what you got to do. I mean, down 50-19 yesterday. Oh my gosh, that just tells you everything right there. If the GM doesn't acknowledge the fact that he messed up, and when this gets worse, and you go back to the quotes about yeah, we have to win now. We're just going to bury ourselves. You're already doing that. So I would just go into a full tank mode, move on, just blow it up. Let the Mavericks fans just deal with this situation. It's not going to be easy. I mean, if I, as a Celtics fan, if I saw this happen to my guys, they say, yeah, we're just going to trade Jason Tatum for a bag of chips. We're going to trade Porzingis and move on. Derek White. We're not going to give you a reason why. We just think this is the best move going forward. And it's for guys that I know aren't as talented or more talented. I'm off the ship. I'm not supporting them. I'm not watching their games. I'm just going to be a fan while they figure things out. Yeah, that's what needs to happen here, in my opinion. I don't think it will, but at the end of the day, these GMs just need to be held accountable. We talk about the players being held accountable, and I agree, but when GMs do stuff like this, you kind of scratch your head and wonder why players feel the way they feel. And you understand why they want the best contract because at any given moment, you get traded and you get blindsided. There's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts about what should the Mavericks do now? Should they go in full tank mode? Should they throw games? And just send a message to Nico Harrison that he messed up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.